Yeah, welcome to another mod showcase video, and in this video I will introduce you to some different dinosaurs from the Nexus Mods website. And that's the website to be for a lot of mods and some hilarious thingies that you can find there. And in this video we see some of new dinosaurs that have been released in the last few days or weeks, or other variations like the Spinosaurus that are a little bit older, but it doesn't matter. It is very interesting, and so I show you all these interesting dinosaurs in this little video. I would like to show you some special dinosaurs where I find the visual change is very interesting, and I will not do that in a particular order in the video. First carnivores, then herbivores. It's completely randomly, and so I show you the different dinosaurs with variant body changes and so on. And yeah, let's start with the Ceratosaurus. And here it is. The little buddy. Sorry. Right at the start we have two different variants, and the first, what you can see here, is my absolute favorite. The size ratio and the different humps on his snout are very accurate, and I think this variant of the Cerato is extremely well done. I've had this mod for a while and it works wonderfully, and the second variant, what you can see here in this moment, is also very nice, and the only change is the small humps on his head, and the body size is the same with the base model from the Ceratosaurus, and the only thing is the snout looks a little bit like a T-Rex, as you can see here, but it is also an interesting variant, and yeah, I like it. Why not? So, as a disclaimer on this point, let me say that I don't use any new dinosaurs and keep them permanently in my files. After this video I will delete all the different dinosaurs again, except a few variants, but we talk about this later. With new species in the save files is it sometimes a problem, but yeah. And so, then we come to a variant of the Triceratops, as you can see. And for comparison I also hatched the old specimen. I like the shape of the head and the slimmer neck of the new variant. The neck shield is also smaller, and overall I like the proportions of the Triceratops more. The original variant is so bulky and seems clumsy, but no shame to our Triceratops. He is pretty, but sometimes a little bit overrated. I still like the Triceratops from the 1993 variant, and that's still the best for me. In alternative, I also think the Hadrosaurus is great, but unfortunately he's very underrated compared to the Trike. But yeah, let me know what do you thinking about this variant. Now comes a small example of another variant of the Tyrannosaurus. Here's only the front legs have been made slimmer and the back has been enlarged a bit. Overall the proportions of this animal look much better than the original. The Tyrannosaurus is one of my favorite Hadrosaurs, and I can live very well with this visual change. I also like the variant from Camp Cretaceous, but I also know that is the variant that doesn't have many fans. I like the ducky look, and the walk animation from the Camp Cretaceous variation is very cute for me. And yeah, let me know what do you think. I think the slimmer legs looks a little bit better in comparison. So it's totally fine if everyone has a different opinion and finds other dinosaurs more beautiful. And no, the Ceratosaurus is coming into the game as a completely new animal. It looks a bit weird on the head, but it has a nice texture and a nice pattern. I was surprised that it looks better in the game than on the thumbnail Nexus mods. Overall I would be happy if we got a lot of more Hadrosaurus in game. Unfortunately, I haven't found a good variant of a Lambeosaurus at the moment for showing. I know we have a mod for this dinosaur on Nexus mod, but it functions right now in this moment. But yeah, why not? It is a variant. I hope you enjoy the Ceratosaurus, and it's also an Asian Hadrosaurus, and yeah, why not? It is new, and new is good. From time to time. And here's the Magnopolia. It is a really chunky boy. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a nice skin variance, but the model is very still good, and I like his body size and the way he moves. The Hadrosaurus was probably used as a basis model for the animations. That would also be one of my top favorites. The Magnopolia for the game, and I like his face shape and his duckbill snout. Yeah, all the proportions are well done, and he looks big and majestic. I also think it's nice that in all these mods the Hadrosaurs walk on four legs. It's much more realistic, and I also think that the Hadrosaurs only run away on two legs when there was danger. Yeah. As I said, I would also like make a video where I show my favorite dinosaurs and the dinosaurs that I don't use so often in the game. And I split these ranking with herbivores and carnivores. Personally, I think it's not fair to rank all the dinosaurs in one list. Same with the marine and flying species. That's so hard, and so I make a video first for the land-living creatures and the next time, and yeah. So, and now we come to the next. It's another version that you already know from my other videos, and it's the Ceratosaurus. For comparison, the original version and a visually very different version with a distinctive plumage. It's just like everything about this version. The head shape looks better and the strong feathered tail looks convincing. I also think it's great how he holds his claws, and this is a version that I had for a long time in my save files, and I don't want to miss anymore. I don't want to judge the original version harshly either. I like both versions, but you can decide for yourself. And in general, it would be nicer if we got more dinosaurs and the Tyrannosaur family was bigger than you think. That's why another version is coming next in a few seconds, and then we switch to the Segnosaurus. But let me say one more thing. I think it's very difficult to create a proper Tyrannosaur, and Frontier definitely made an effort job to recreate the version from the movie very well. And now we have the Segnosaurus. And here it is, the Segnosaurus. The basis model for this dinosaur is still the Dinosaurus with his animations, but I think the plumage itself turned out beautifully. Even though I find the waking head creepy, it's a very exciting version overall. Segnosaurus comes from the early Upper Cretaceous from Asia and seems to me to be an ancestor of our huge Ferricino. This model surprised me, and it turned out to be a very good piece of work. In fact, claws of the Segnosaurus were not that long, and that is why the Dinosaurus model fits very well with this model. And I think, yeah, this feathered look is very nice. I like also the skins and patterns and the body proportions, and yeah, it's a little bit weird with this long neck and this hilarious head shape and so, but I think it's a very interesting Tyrannosaurus model, and yeah, I hope you like it too. But after then we come to a very special dinosaurs, and I know from some YouTubers they were looking forward to the first Ceratopsian. Alright, and now we come to the first Ceratopsia, and here we have the Ceratosaurus, my favorite modded dinosaur from all new species what we can see in this video. Look at this neck shield and the splendor of colors. It is definitely smaller than the Triceratops, and I like the body balanced with the neck shield and the head itself. And yeah, I have no more words. I think I have to make an exception for this beautiful dinosaur and keep it for now. I never normally keep a new dinosaur, but when I see this model, I also had to think of this Ceratops. Normally the Ceratops looks relatively similar to the Ceratosaurus, and here is the size comparison in few moments, and I hope you like this new dinosaur, and it is a pleasure to let this save file in my order and enjoy a little bit in the future this wonderful Ceratopsia, and yeah, it's brilliant. As I can say, I have no more words for this wonderful dinosaur. And now we have the switch to the Spinoceratops. Normally the Spinoceratops looks relatively similar, I repeat myself, to the Hadrosaur, I think, and this version is also a little bit more paleo accurate, and so it is the size of the neck much smaller and not bulky. The model turned out very well, but I still have a lot of trouble with how the head looks. It is an interesting variant of our Spinoceratops, but then I would prefer to keep the original. Actually, it would be cool if we had the Jurassic World variant of some dinosaurs and could choose a paleo-accurate variant in the hatchery. But yeah, what do you think about our Spinoceratops? I think the head shield is very nice, and I like the colors in combination and so, but I think the snout is a little bit too big. But yeah, the rest of the body shape is a little bit better than our bulky Spinoceratops what we have in-game. But yeah, I think it's okay, but yeah, I decided for the original variant. And after this, but let's move to the next dinosaur, so I think, and yeah, here we have the duck. My duck. My big love of a unique creature. Yeah, I like the prehistoric duck. In this showcase there's actually only the only changing what we can see here, the feather texture as a big difference, and this is inspired by the Prehistoric Planet series from Apple TV. I think this version is beautiful, and I also the slight change to the beak. I really like both versions, and I have also saved this Apple TV Plus duck permanently in my files. I think the feather texture turned out so beautiful, and the small details, what you can see with the little green on the head, on the beak and so on. And yeah, this is not mean to be a big criticism, but I would have liked a few other skins for the Dinosaurus, and that's why this version is a welcome change for me. And yeah, you can see it. I think it looks so realistic. It would be a real dinosaur from Frontier for us in game, yeah, and it's perfect. I love this duck. Ducks are perfect. Yeah. Okay. And then we see in few moments the next interesting dinosaurs, and I think you're looking forward a little bit to the Spinosaurus. And yeah, it is a little surprise with the model change variant, but show yourself and let me know in a comment what do you think about. But don't forget, new species are always can bring problems with game crashing and after updates to the main game, and you can sometimes no longer open the save games. I advise you to be careful when downloading mods. In general, I can say that I have no problems with the base mods like from Kyodanic, with rebuilding or the terrain tool mod or the various objects such the Tyrannosaurus Kingdom or the Raptor Paddock from Radar. There are a handful of good mods on this website and enrich this game so much. I can recommend them to anyone who would like to expand their game, but that's not a discussion about mods are good or is it the devil. The real important thing is that we all love the game and enjoy park building and dinosaurs as well. And I just want to show you these different variants, and I'm very curious to hear your opinion on which dinosaur variant you like the most. And enough with these, let's talking about the Spinosaurus. Alright, and here's the Spino. And even thought he looks like a big tadpole. He turned out relatively accurate, and definitely I like his snout and the shape of his head, and that he is not longer so extremely big. I also like both versions, but my top favorite among the Spinosaurids is still the Suchomimus. Let me know in a comment which version of the Spinosaurus you like more. The original is very iconic, I know. But what I like about the other version is that we have a lot of skins available when you download this mod, and every skin looks totally different. Unfortunately, I have only shown you 2 or 3 different versions of the skin. Sorry for that on this point, but yeah. To finish off this video, I'll show you an interesting version of the Hadrosaurus at the end. And as you can see, the model is much smaller than our chunky boy. I think it's a bit of a shame because the tower was definitely bigger, but I think this version is well implemented and looks very nice as a Tyrannosaurus. And it reminds me more of a Display-Doh than a Tabo. Nevertheless, it's a very nice model and also he has a great texture and a nice skin, and is a nice addition when you're looking for other Tyrannosaurus. Why not? And yeah, so I hope you like it, what you see in this video, and I'm very excited to read your opinion and comments, and I wish you a nice Eastern time with your friends and family and a great rest of the week, and stay healthy, stay strong, and see you next time, and until then, bye bye und tschüss. Doei, bedankt voor het kijken, au revoir, adios amigos, dos vidania, adios, and ciao.